What's up, Otaku fam? We are the Otaku Couple back. More reactions here for the channel with some more. I'm Kevin. We have the god of high school is straight hands. That it is. Love God of High School. Yes, the anime was very atrocious with its pacing, but listen, the manhwa is amazing. Please read the manhwa, at least up until like the time skip. Listen, it's divisive, okay? It's still worth the read, but if you want a manhwa that's just straight hands, that's really well paced the entire way through, just read The Boxer. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the God of High School. Thank you guys for the continued support. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Every little bit helps. And check out our Patreon, link down below for full uncut reactions to TV shows, animes, and movies. Let's hop on in.
Listen, I already know what some of y'all are saying. Yo, Kev, are you really talking about this show? Of course, but I'm only here for the fights. The plot is damn near non-existent, but
the plot starts at the end of the season in the manhwa.
I'll only bring up the story if I need to give y'all context. Anyways, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the premise of the show. It's basically a big tournament where if you win, you'll get whatever you want. And this right here is the main character, Mory, as well as his two friends, Dewey and Meera. Alright, so with the intros out the way, everyone gets called up the stage, right? So I'm thinking, oh yeah, they're just doing this to show us who's participating. I was sorely mistaken.
So, begin.
And everyone just started brawling. And look, we got two staff users. I know they not making it far. Then homie with the nunchucks came through and bodied like 5 people, including the one with the staff. But he instantly gets a boot to the face, and I guess we can fly now. And that man just got hit with a hurricanrana. Trash this boy, matter of fact, give me that arm. And we got bro rocking the Chun Lee fit. Spider sense. Elbow, grab the arm, kiss the foot, and one more for good measure. And this
the Tai
one
Chi
might
user.
be my favorite. Bitch, better put that guard up, boy.
Right.
Austin.
The Cold Stone Stunner!
And look at Cool Beans over here.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
And finally, we see these dudes trying to jump Mory, but obviously that ain't gonna end well.
Nope.
Runs in, clocks the first dude, gets the second a whole new face creation, simply kicks the last one away, runs back, hitting these two with the Uchiha kick, and without landing yet, clocks the next. Turn around, weave, get your ass back. Break the stick, uppercut, go hit him in the gut and finish it with a special skill. But turns out we have a late contender, and he gonna be a problem, because he's willingly nerfing himself. He got both his arms restricted. He runs in and bro got a bloodthirsty in like 3 seconds. He hits the last dude with a 2H, spins back and clocks him. I guess we flash stepping now. And this is beyond disrespectful. Not only is he stomping on dude, but he's doing it in Adidas slides. You get beat by a nigga wearing Adidas slides, you're never living that down. That's when Meera comes through, but bro is weaving all this with a smile on his face. Then he catches the sword in between his toes and then takes your shit. But Meera said, bitch, you think I don't got hands? Hit that boy with the Fire Force special. I really thought Meera was gonna put the works on him, but he proceeds to feast on that.
We haven't said it yet, but that's what we named our dog after, is her. Yeah, so.
She becomes a fucking badass. Think Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. That's basically what Meera ends up in this manhwa. So if that interests you, again, check out the manhwa. It's a good time.
Do it for our dog.
Our dog is just a gremlin.
Yeah, but yeah.
Last attack. Now, for whatever reason, Mory comes through and removes this man's pants. I truly don't know why he did that, but he ends up getting kicked away. But in that split second he got kicked, he elbowed his ankle. But the fight ends right here for now, because Shorty broke dude's neck for having a sword. Anyways, we gonna fast forward to the first organized fight in this tournament. Chun Lee versus Dreads. They both dash in. Chun Lee gonna hit him with a quick gut check, and look at the pose. I'm thinking he gonna continue with some crazy moves. Bro really said divine dragon technique. Fight back.
Fight back. Fight back.
Bro, I don't care what fancy words you put behind this. This is not a technique. Then he ends the combo with a shoulder check out the ring. He literally sat that man down, but he said it's time to up the ante. Flash steps in the air, comes back down and instantly gets fed a kick. Tries to continue the combo, but Dreads lands on his feet. And the moment one of them restraints came off, the whole vibe changed. Chun Lee runs in, sidestep the punch, block the follow-up, slip, block, sit your ass down. He gonna run in, jump up, and feed that man a crispy Adidas. And now he's
Not a
clocking him with a
crispy Adidas.
single arm. No way you just gonna sit there and take that. That stun lock can't be that bad. He's gonna drift
I know, that's a
around
pretty
and
built
jump
dude.
up, grip their hair, bring the Adidas to the moon, and stomped him.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
I forgot about
That
that.
boy
yeah.
is face down on the mat, but he's not done. Picks this man up by his neck and continues to clobber him. And then they give us this inner moment with Chun Lee. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. He gonna get some type of power up. Peaceful weave. You're finished.
Peaceful weave. Hit him with the whole symbol and then
Ain't
got
no way.
denied.
Bro still got bodied
Hi.
even after the anime flashback.
Hello.
That is a rare occurrence. The writers simply don't like you. Then he walks up on him talking about some, say it. Say the words, forgive me. But obviously Chun Lee wasn't going for that.
The fuck you talking to?
See, now you just gotta stand on that. No matter what happens, you cannot ask for forgiveness.
Nope.
Slapping gotta be the most disrespectful thing someone can do to you. That's pretty much saying you're no longer worthy of a punch. But look though, it doesn't matter how much he slaps you as long as you stay 10 toes. 'Cause
Right.
if you fold, you'll then be considered his bitch in front of the millions of people watching. But then we
This is
find out the
facts.
only reason why he acting like this is because someone else did this
Bitch made him.
exact same
Yep.
thing to him. So now he's trying to get his gangster back by bullying Chun Lee. You know this could all be over if you just apologize. You got me fucked up. But now Dre starts to crash out. He picks him up and starts breaking this man's limbs. Yo, bro.
That's a SpongeBob scream.
Yeah, I didn't even hit that hard. So Drez dashed in. I don't know what Mory doing with his body, but he popped him in the jaw, sent him right back into the sidelines. I know Mory was in a whoop-ass mood, but all of a sudden these four appear, because it's against the rules to interfere with another match. But Drez was tired of being made a fool, and turns out the pants he was wearing is just like Rock Lee's leg weights. Just a means of holding him back. He plants down a foot and kicks a wave of energy at him. Forehead gonna jump in and stop it though. So now he's in the air, but Mory gonna step all over this man fit, bro. That was unnecessary. Anyways, they both clash. He moves a leg down and bro didn't even have to hit him. He said, here, enjoy the breeze. But that's when Boss Man comes through, ruining the moment. But now for the next fight, we got Meera versus Mong.
Crazy.
She runs in, ducks the slash, Meera dodges the kick, ducks the slash again, and now she's just playing around. Getting leapfrogged is crazy. But she
Getting
comes back
leapfrogged.
around with a mean clothesline. Meera gonna dodge the follow-up, but she better off putting that sword down. She's
Into the
0%
drop
from
kick.
the field. But then Mong gonna hit her ass with a rock bottom. Then she gonna jump off the turnbuckle and connect with a crazy frog splash. At this point, she gonna try every move on her. Launches off the ropes, Meera gonna try a counter. Yeah, it's time to give it up. The sword is not for you. She gonna push her back, dodge the sword again, and finish it off with a corkscrew suplex. The sword was tired of losing. It made sure to escape. And the craziest part of this whole fight is when Mong was like, are you sure you want to keep fighting? You don't even got a weapon. Is that what you think? Even without my sword, I can still use a sword.
What?
And
What?
Mong hit her ass with a yeah, I connected with a mean Hurricane Rana. She gonna run back in, slip, and not gonna lie, she dead ass just missed right here. Meera did not move. But look at the play. She got no clue what's coming. Wind breathing, fourth form, swordless slash. When she says she don't need a sword to use a sword, she was dead serious. And now for the third match, we have Dewey versus Metalbat. And I'm pretty sure we can all tell, but Metalbat is a smart guy. He claims to know every fighting style and knows exactly how to beat him. Yeah,
So
alright, let's
he's
see how
Bruce
that
Wayne.
goes. So Dewey just storms in. And it's crazy how Metalbat can use sword techniques better than the girl who actually uses a sword. Anyways, he rocks the cranium, shoulder, and the back of the knee. He runs in, weave. That weave game too strong. Blocks
Weave
the hit,
Nation.
Metalbat sidesteps the punch. He jumps over the counter, but Metalbat blocks the counter to the counter. So they both dash in again, but this dude somehow slips.
Is this nigga serious?
Now, he is so lucky that Dewey is a kind person or you would have been long gone. So he gets back up and was like, let's see if you regret that decision. Speed blitz. Popped him like 12 times in the body. Now, on normal circumstances, whoever gets hit by that wouldn't be able to move.
Right.
But unluckily for him, Dewey got a flashback. And unlike the first dude, Dewey is friends with the main character.
Yeah.
He gon' get that power up. Metalbat said, I bet, hold this. Dewey gonna use whatever this skill is and destroy his weapon. He closes the gap, and I didn't think Metalbat would have hands. Clash, weave, trying to hit him with the knee, but that's a block. He pops the forehead, strikes the gut. Metalbat blocks the hit, slip, uppercut.
Ooh.
Oh no, my spectacles, stupid.
My spectacles.
Right here, but now you putting pressure on that guard. Came through with that final hit, and that guard is broken. Strike the gut, hit the leg. That knuckle sandwich made him do a 360, then a damn heel kick to the back of the brain. He's trying to cause permanent memory loss, but now he's on that ass. Get your ass back in the frame and let him witness his ass.
Get your ass back in the
Bet
frame.
you won't block the knee this time. Right, left, right. And he was trying to deliver that final blow, but that boy was already done for. And now a little context for this next fight. So this next one is actually with both the homies, Meera versus Dewey. But the reason why Dewey joined the tournament is for money to help his friend who's in the hospital. But the night before the fight, his friend had an extremely close call. And with all that anger built up, he ended up beating the shit out of Meera. He fighting her like she the one who did it. Then Mory comes through and sees that the ref gotta hold his man back. This went from friendly fights to serious squabbles. So Dewey is headed to the finals, but Mory got a...
And he might go further in detail on this, but in case he doesn't, the other reason why he beat her ass so bad is because big president dude literally said, yeah, we'll help your friend early, but you gotta overwhelmingly win your next two fights, including his fight with her. So he had to go all in for his deal to work. So he wasn't allowed to hold back. He wasn't allowed to just win. He had to beat her ass into the ground. He wanted to see what he got. So that's why he did
one
that.
more person to meet him there. The match starts and he weaves the kick, blocks his second one. He starts flipping because why not? And he actually lands a hit on Mory. He goes for a kick, weave. But Mory said, what are you going to do about the second one, Onoki? Wrapped the leg around the skull, did some tornado kick and tossed him into the ground. And he knew Dewey was watching, had to mean mug him real quick. So now this brings us to the final round.
Let's go!
There were barely any intros. They both got into the ring and started boxing. He hits him with a double kick, knocking him into the turnbuckles. Dewey weaves the kick and let's get personal. Rocks him in the back of the skull. He trying to cause permanent damage. Throws the right hook. Mory sidestepped the kick. Mink, lip kick. Pow. They gonna max out the FOV real quick. Couple dodges right here, but Dewey gonna drop him and land some body shots. But Mory gonna flip out of there though. Now they both searching for that opening. Weave, block the jab. Dewey blocks the kick and now we in first person. A little three-piece kick and we switch to player one. I'm assuming he blocks these kicks. Counter,
These punches.
that boy leaking. They run in, double clash. Dodges the straight, Mory blocks the heel. The hand grips the back of the head. A diabolical position to be in. Then squishes the head with the kneecap. If this was anyone else, that would have been a career-ending move. And
Yes,
look, he
for
tried
real.
to two-piece the knee knock. Nah, he trying to take his life. Mory goes for the wrist, but Dewey gonna take a step to the right and clock him.
Oh!
Bro said, oh damn, he ate that? Clocked him in the jaw, but he ain't done. The heel kick connects with the shoulder, but Dewey sweeps the leg. Connects with the left, misses the right. Mory said, get your ass off me. Ran back in with the classic anime clash. Mory blocks the kick, weave, airtime, block, slip, missed the kick, but uses the same leg, spin move. That right hook follow-up sent him across the mat. Alright, Dewey won the first set, but let's see who's gonna perform in the second.
Round
Mory
two.
gonna run straight in, and I think Dewey was trying to hit this man with a black flash. Jumps over that shit though. He gonna land, drift the boots, and break the guard. But the combo not finished. Huss, huss, huss. Enjoy the breeze. Spins back around, bitch. Send him right back into them turnbuckles. Mory gonna extend the hand, talking about some get up. Dewey took that shit personally and hit him with a 2H. Charges up the black flash and hits him straight in the gut. Runs back in and proceeds to pummel that man. Vicious left rights. Then he goes into his final stance. And I thought this dude shot a Kamehameha, but I truly don't know what that was. But what I do know is that Mory got
The Blue
sliced
Dragon.
up. But for whatever reason, the boss comes down and informs Dewey that his friend had just passed away.
Yeah. Not the homie.
And hearing that news definitely nerfed him right here. He's just sitting there letting Mory bully his guard. He ends up going for that drift heel kick. Surprisingly, he dodged, but instantly got hit with the DBZ. He then goes for the roundhouse, but that's where Meera comes through. She pretty much told that boy to lock in.
Yo, quit
and
being
she
a
also
bitch.
gave him a note that his friend wrote before he passed away. It pretty much said, don't fight for him no more, just fight for yourself. So that obviously gave him the motivation to continue fighting. And I guess they not beefing no more because they smiling again. But anyways, Mappa did this cool paint fighting animation thing. Yo,
Yep.
I wish they
Like the
didn't
ink
stuff
drawing.
a whole bunch of chapters into 12 episodes. Cause animation like this deserves a way better story. So then Dewey gonna catch the kick and then spare his life. He didn't want to end his animation too soon. He blocks the triple kick and then Mory gonna spare his life. They said, look, this episode gonna hit that 20-minute mark one way or another. They clash boots and he gonna smack the bottom of his shoe for reasons I don't know. Mory goes for that triple kick again, but Dewey refuses to get caught lacking. He tried to sneak in that fourth kick, but Dewey gonna grab the boot, swing him over, and hit him with a open palm.
For
But
real.
the moment Mory smiled, I knew it was over. He knocks you out the domain and you laughing. Obviously, the power levels weren't scaled right. He jumps off the pole talking
Well,
about
they're
some
not,
here
for
goes the
reasons we'll
Mory
probably
original. Pretty
talk about
much just
later.
hit that man with a dragon fist, except it's his foot. I thought Dewey ate that shit, but he falls right down after. So Dewey lost the fight, the beef is squashed, everybody is friends again. But that was only the prelims. We
Yep.
off to the nationals.
This
But
nigga,
the
right?
rules got changed
Right.
last-
Bro. Please. Eplo was that nigga, bro. How you gonna come in with this soft ass temperament, but then bully train your homie like, bro,
But the
you
rules
weak. You
got
got all
changed
these
last
holes.
minute. Instead of the simple one-on-one fights, they now doing team battles. And since Mory and Dewey was the final two, they automatically make the team. But the last person is decided by the losers bracket. And to no one's surprise, Meera was gonna win that. So the first fight is Mory and them versus Karen and them.
Oh
Shit.
shit,
Long
it
story
is.
short, Mory lost his fight because he was trying to do a new move involving hitting his pressure points, but
And
he
he
ended up
fucked
hitting the
himself up.
wrong ones and couldn't move. You know, main character shit. Dewey ends up winning his fight, and once again, Meera wins her fight by not using her sword. At this point, I'm confused on why you even carrying that shit around. So fast
It's
forward
her
to the next
character arc.
fight, we got Meera up against this dude. The match begins and I'm not surprised that the sword is completely useless. So Meera slaps him again, kick the kneecap, flips over, putting him in a headlock, throws him down and stomps on the gut. She was trying to hit him with the wind breathing, but he smacks the arm and tries to hit her with a suplex, but Meera says she's not getting suplexed twice in one vid. She gains some distance, runs back in, and you tell me that's not a violation? Bro got a care package mid-box. Anyways, now that he got a sword, we found out that this sword actually belongs to Meera's family. Obviously, she was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna need that back. Immediately shatters her sword. Are we even surprised? She calls herself a swordsman, but is yet to win a single fight using an actual sword. It's about time to drop the sword and pick up the gloves. We all know she a boxer at heart. And turns out he somehow knows how to activate the sword's true power. Speed Blitz. And Meera gonna show off her weave skills for a little before pulling out the wind breathing. He moves out the way, but she comes from the top ropes with a flying kick and follows up with a sweet chin music. Now, wind breathing, 7th form. So she gets her sword back, but they hit her with the sword doesn't deem you worthy bullshit, but it's cool though, cause she a boxer anyway. So she gonna show off her weave game again, but bro is not playing around. Stabbed her ass real quick, then leaves her in the air to hit a mean two-piece, but he's not done. Picks her up by the hair, slaps her 2 times and rocked her. See, she gonna get back
Bro.
up though, but this is why she's not an actual swordsman for real. Speed Blitz, fake ass Ronnie Coleman. She not even using the sword technique no more, she just boxing. But dude gonna pull up the sword and stab her shoulder, then hit her with the uppercut sidekick combo. But unluckily for Ronnie, this is the same situation as earlier. One of the main character's friends is getting a flashback. You were
Yeah.
officially lost, buddy. Now look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, right? This is where the show kind of dives more into the superpower aspect. All I know is that certain people can borrow powers from different gods. I'm just letting y'all know now, because when they start pulling out complete bullshit, y'all know why.
Yeah.
So Meera somehow gets power from the swordsman guy,
Lubu!
even though she put in no work with that sword. But she gonna take her actual sword back. Ronnie summons his god power, but Meera makes light work of that shit. She gets in the air, comes back down, and yeah, she won. So now we're in the final rounds of the tournament. And first up, we have Dewey versus Ryu. They both run in. Flash leg, she ducks the punch. Dewey blocks, weaves the
This is the
axe
team
kick,
right here,
and
though,
she
for real.
ends up hitting his ear, which will play his role in a sec. Whoa! You are centimeters away from a violation, man. You better watch that foot. He blocks a two-piece, blocks the right. Hey, look over there, stupid ass.
Damn.
What even happened, bro? You didn't get hit. Why are you looking over there for? Well, she hits him with a side kick and then jumps over with the elbow straight to the noggin. And he bounced off the mat. But he gonna grab the neck with the legs. And I just realized this man is fighting in a regular fit. He's doing all this in jeans. Anyways, he gonna throw her ass across the ring. She gets back up, but Dewey is on that. But he completely misses. And that's cause that ear attack from earlier wasn't for damage. It was to mess up his balance. She brings that leg to the moon, even puts an extendo on that shit, but I'm sorry to say that you're simply not like that. Bro instantly recovered. And this is where some of that random stuff comes into play. I don't know where he got that from, but it did something. Punches the gut and he gonna spin around to finish her off. And her teammate was like, look, you gave it a good try, but you not winning this fight. He just whooped your ass in Levi's, you're done. But you know a fighter's pride is not gonna let him quit. She runs back in, goes for a spin kick, but Dewey just hits her with whatever that was and knocks her down. So now we're finally at the final fight of the tournament.
Yeah, there we go,
And
here we go.
got
This is the
Yato
real
over
fight right here.
Going up against Mory. They run in, dodges the double kick, blocks the third, ducks the heel, slip, weave, dang. Block the roundhouse but eats the gut shot. Weave, block, watch your toes. He comes back around with a bro kick to the chest. He gon' block the two-piece, clash with the third. Mory thought he dodged the kick, but he gon' grip the skull with the leg. Pops him 2 times with the knee. Get your ass up. He gon' jump over the back and kick the spine. See, Mory knows he cannot let that go unchecked.
Right,
They gonna
right.
clash with the feet, and I don't know why he dodged. That shit wasn't gonna reach anyway. He gonna step back to kick, blocks the 3-piece, takes his turn back, airballs the kick. Mory goes for the whiff punish, but didn't know Yato was still plus. He gonna shoulder check dude to hit him with a mean kick to the jaw. Put that
Plus
man
on block.
all fours talking about some. So that's your first weakness. You're bad at close combat. What? See, now I wouldn't know what to do. You telling me I'm bad at the only thing I'm good at? So Mory's answer to that was
Telling me I'm bad at the one thing I'm good at? This bar. That's a bar.
rushing him down, trying to hit him with a special skill.
He said nope.
This is a crazy shot. Barefoot to the face is sinister. And I know for a fact this dude does not wear socks. His nostrils are getting bullied right now. And mid-nostril bullying, this man gonna say, and your second weakness, you telegraph all your attacks. Proceeds to slam him into the mat. And Mory's answer to that is to use his original attack. But he gonna use the friction off his toes to light a fire and completely cancel it out. And there he goes again. Your third weakness, your technique places too much strain on your body. So no matter how hard you try, you will never beat me. And then he starts saucing on him bad. Come on, bro, what happened? I thought you was the main character. Sorry ass two-piece, bitch. Mory gonna hold out for a little blocking the kicks, but he gonna grab the arm, flip his ass over. Keep in mind, he's doing all of this while talking shit. Weak ass man, give me that arm. Go ahead and tell me, what does getting your ass beat smell like? These little boy ass kicks. Heads up, stupid ass. Mory can't handle it. The block
He was
strings are too
styling
much.
on him.
And not gonna lie, this is when Mory starts cheating. Cause he gonna run back in, eat the kick, and just stole Meera's whole breathing technique. Bro really pulled a Tanjiro. Now he gonna jump in, eat the kick again, but now he's stealing Dewey's whole flow.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, Mory, this shit kinda weak. And then he gonna come up with a new original move on the spot. They both shoot it at each other and, you know, the animation's nice. But Yato's the one who ends up losing that clash. And this is when the writer said, you know what? Fuck it. Just give him everything. And then this dude comes back with Baryon mode. Bro, what is going on? So Mory
the
gonna
nine-tailed
take it
fox.
slow because, you know, he boxing Naruto now. He gonna dash in and oh wow. Bro got Infinity too. So he lands the two weights and starts hitting him with the airstrikes. Mory gonna try his new original move again, but Yato simply says no. But I'm not gonna lie, the fact that Mory can even still hang with dude is throwing me. Y'all gave him a whole transformation for no reason. So Yato was sending some foxes at him, but Mory decides to go even deeper into the main character battle. I don't know what he does exactly. I just know he tapped into some sort of god power. Pretty much he one-taps Yato, so yeah. Technically, that's the semifinals because they were supposed to go up against his other team, but some other stuff happens. Mory ends up powering up fully and fights this guy, which is actually a pretty cool fight, but that's more of them showing off animation. But yeah, bro, I'm pretty sure this is another long video, so I'm out.
I'm out. It is kind of funny to hear him talk about it, to really actually get the full, the show was kind of something, because I didn't read it. So outside of that, outside of you knowing how all of this transpires and the bits to get to the bits. Yeah. It is kind of one of those watching. It's like, I'm just here for the pretty fight scenes.
And I truly think that that's all they were trying to do when they made that show. They're like, hey, we just want some really cool fight animations. And that's did a fine.
Great job.
But I mean, other than that, it just wasn't enough for it to get another season because everyone complained about the pacing too much. And that's because they didn't care to try to work out on that pacing and cut out things that really didn't need to be there. And there's a lot of things that they could have kept in there if they actually... I think if they gave it 24 episodes for a season, I think they would have done a great job at season 1, personally. Like, that whole thing, they tried to take things out from other places and just leave it as, like, semi-explained later on. Like, biggest example is the first time he fights Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu dude. That's the dude that first shows his weakness with his triple kick, because he knows what that kick does. And he just knows if I move forward, you don't kick the points you're trying to kick anymore, so I'm safe. Yeah. Instead, they just let ImKevinn be the dude to show him all his weaknesses, and then he immediately corrected all of his weaknesses by being the main character and being broken. So it's like there are a lot of things that the manga does that really make it more about the fights and not about the god stuff. Now it eventually becomes only about the god stuff, and that's kind of when it starts losing its initial charm. Which is like that post-time skip bullshit where it's just like, all right. I mean that's they kind of tinted right towards here. He's literally the Monkey King in full god form. He is a god. He's not a human at all. He just didn't know. He just lost his memories and lost his powers for a little bit. He's full god. He is the manifestation of the Monkey King. So busted for no fucking reason whatsoever. Yeah. But the hands do be giving hands.
The animation was so beautiful and so unique for its time. And I know, like I say that, like that was years ago and it wasn't, but it was the color scheme, like how they did the actual, like, coloring of everything was just fantastic. And having the different sides of, like, having the ink animation mixed in with it was awesome.
For fighting anime, models are really good too. Yeah. Fight animation was really good. It's honestly what Tekken Bloodline should have been.
Yes, I agree. And the music was on par. Yeah. Like the intro music, I think that was one of the ones where it's like, you don't need to ever change your music. Yeah. That is fantastic. They found the intro song that just needs to stay.
Yep. Mappa was definitely like, okay, here are the big key moments that we want to go super crazy with the animation for. And they did that damn thing. And it basically went over all of them here, except for that last final fight. And they did a great job. So for what they were going for, I think they did a perfect job. It's just they weren't worried about making it go to that next season, which is where plot starts actually happening, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Like I said, read the manga if you're curious about it. It does get better.
And then just watch the show for cool fighting. Yeah, it's a really awesome show.
Just rewatch that season instead of rereading the original older chapters, unless you really want to. That's what I do. Thank you guys for the continued support. If you want some more ImKevinn here on the channel, let us know which of his videos to react to next down below, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye.